Hello students, this is Shahid sir. Today we are going to discuss respiration in plant. So as we already discussed, what is the respiration? Respiration, why the organism need to do the respiration? What is the requirement of respiration? So respiration is the process of releasing energy from the food. So organism needs energy. Because of this, organisms need to do the respiration. So plants also need energy, so they need to do the respiration. So in this session we will discuss about respiration in plant. So plant get energy by respiration. So we can say this respiration is the only process from which organism can produce the energy. And plant use oxygen and release carbon dioxide. Now how plants are doing the respiration? So plants are getting oxygen from the atmosphere and releases carbon dioxide into the atmosphere, and this process in plant is said to be the respiration, and from this they release or they produce their energy. Now the question arises in your mind that how respiration in plant is different than the respiration in animal. So we'll discuss this. So first point is this: all parts of plants are involved in respiration. So this way we can differ plants and animal. What happen in plant? In plant, all parts of the plant like root, stem and leaf. So all parts of the plant like root, stem and leaf are involved in respiration, while in animal specific system is involved in the respiration. For example, if we are talking about the human, so we are having a respiratory system. Our lungs are there, so they involve in the respiration. Or we can say if we are taking any other organ of human body like heart, so heart is not involved in the respiration, but in plant all the parts of the plants are involved in respiration like root, stem and leaf. So this way we can differ respiration in plant and respiration in animal. The second difference is that little transport of gas from one part to another part. If we are talking about animal, so from animal specific organs are involved, so from their specific organ oxygen transport to all parts of the plant. But in plants all the parts of the plants are involved, so all the parts can do the respiration. So there is no need of transport of gases from one organ to other organ. So in this, little transport of gas from one part to another part is carried out. Next thing is that rate of respiration is much slower in plant. Why the rate of respiration is much slower in plant? Because plant need less energy. As we know about the plant, the features of plants are immobile, they cannot move, they cannot talk, they cannot run. So compared to the animal need energy for walking, for talking, for running, for every functions. But as plants are not doing this work, plant need energy just for the transport of materials or any other processes like photosynthesis. They require less amount of energy. Because of that, the rate of transpiration is much slower in plant compared to the animal. Now respiration in root. Now we'll discuss each organ, how each organ of plant are involved in the respiration. So we'll talk about the respiration in root. So in root of plant take oxygen from the air present in between the soil particles by diffusion. So in root respiration is carried out by the process of diffusion. So the question arises in your mind that what do you mean by diffusion? What is the meaning of diffusion? So diffusion is the process of transport of molecules from its higher concentration to its lower concentration. Suppose oxygen is present in between the soil particles. So in soil particles, in between the soil particle, oxygen is present, but in the root oxygen is not there and root required oxygen. So what happened here? From the soil oxygen enters into the root. How oxygen enters? Because of this concentration gradient, because of high concentration in soil particles, in between the soil particles, and low concentration in the root, oxygen can easily move from its higher concentration like from soil to the root. So from diffusion, oxygen transport from soil to the root. So oxygen first diffuses into root hair, and normally in root who is involved in this process. So normally in root hairs are involved in this, and it enriches all the cells of the root. So the question arises in your mind that what do you mean by root hair? So root hair is nothing but the extension of the epidermal cell of the root. Epidermal cell means the outermost layer of the plant or outermost layer of the root, that is the epidermis. That cells are their epidermis cells, so epidermal layer. Now after or during this respiration, carbon dioxide is produced inside the root. So this carbon dioxide which is produced inside the root had to remove from the root. So as we know that carbon dioxide is present in the root, but it is not present in the soil particles, in between the soil particles. So there is a higher concentration of carbon dioxide in root compared to the soil particle. So because of this, carbon dioxide will move from root to the soil particle through diffusion only. So here you can see this is root, this part is root hair, here also you can see, here also you can see, these are the soil particles. So in between, gases are present in between. So oxygen, if oxygen is there, high amount of oxygen is present here, so oxygen will move from here to here through this root hair by the process of diffusion. And same thing, by the process of diffusion, carbon dioxide which is formed during the respiration is moved out from root to the soil particle. Now next thing is respiration in stem. So in stem, first we will talk about the herbs, the small plant. So in small plant, in herbs, respiration is carried out by the stomata, small pores. So small plants, the stem of small plants are having stomata. So gaseous exchange is carried out by stomata by the same process, that is also the diffusion. So by diffusion, gaseous exchange is carried out in stem through stomata. But if the plant or if the stem is hard and woody stem, so if hard and woody stem is there, so they do not have the stomata. So they are having a specific or spatial feature, spatial structure is present there. That spatial feature is lenticel. So in hard and woody stem, respiration is carried out by lenticels because they are not having stomata. Because of this, they are having a specific structure. That spatial structure is lenticel. So in hard and woody stem, respiration is carried out by the lenticels. Here you will see the lenticels and stomata. These are the stomata which are present on the stem of herbs, small plant. But woody plants, or the stem of woody plants is not having the stomata. They are having the spatial structure you can see here, that is the lenticel. So the bark of the hard or woody stem are having the lenticels. So in that type of stem, respiration is carried out by lenticel. But if herb is there, small plants are there, they are having the stomata on the stem. So on that, respiration is carried out by stomata. And the last is respiration in the next organ, that is the leaf. As we know that respiration in leaf, it is carried out by the stomata. So leaf is having the stomata. Numbers of stomatas are present on the leaf. Stomatas are nothing but the small pores. So these small pores are present on the leaf. Through that stomata, respiration is carried out in the leaf. Same thing, respiration is carried out by which process? Same process is involved here also, diffusion. So all the parts of plant like root, stem and leaf all are using only one single process, that is the diffusion. In diffusion, what happened here in diffusion? Molecule move from its higher concentration to its lower concentration. So leaf carried out photosynthesis. This you need to remember. Leaf can do photosynthesis as well as they can do respiration. So leaf carried out photosynthesis during daytime and they are carried out respiration during the night time. Respiration, we already discussed respiration. What happened in respiration? In respirations, plants are taking oxygen in and removing carbon dioxide or releasing carbon dioxide. And photosynthesis is opposite to the respiration. In photosynthesis, what plants are doing? Plants are releasing oxygen in the atmosphere and they are getting the carbon dioxide from the atmosphere. So during the daytime, plants are doing photosynthesis and during the night time, they are doing respiration. Thank you.